This is the listing for my 1997 GMC Savana. I'm going to try and run through all the bits and pieces, but I am going to miss a load, so I will put all the details on the eBay listing just so you can see all that. I think the video is more to kind of get a better idea of condition rather than kind of going off pictures. So yeah, as you can see, it's 1997. It's a full-size Chevy or GMC van, so quite a lot different to the Astros and the Safaris that you see a lot of. It's been very well looked after by me and by the previous owner that had it, I think 10-11 years, and the owner before that, roughly about the same. It's never been smoked in, it's always been kept clean. The inside is showing kind of signs of wear now, really showing its age, but it doesn't really matter if you're not bothered about that kind of thing. If you do want to get something like that fixed, I had a quote for about £300 just to get a couple of panels replaced. Obviously you can see that's covered because there's some splitting there. Overall, they're not in bad condition. It's just me being picky. I think most people listing this would say that it's in great condition for its age. I'd just rather kind of show it exactly how it is. We'll just go around the exterior first. It is in very good condition. It looks very nice. It always gets a lot of attention where it goes. It's got fairly new, I think they're about 12 months old, American Racing Outlaw. I think they're 15-inch wheels with pretty much brand new Cooper Discover AT3s, which are great for grip, great for wet grip, not too noisy on the road. I've used them on quite a few things and they work really well. So they're perfect for the van, load rated as well. I had, when I got it, it had kind of tribals all up the side, which was fine, and gold trim, not my cup of tea. So I got all the trim and the grille sprayed in Titan Silver, which is a BMW colour, and I had the decals removed. It's also got, I think there's 30mm spacers on the wheels as well, just to get the stance right. There's a couple of kind of dinks here and there. There's a little dink on there. There you can see a little stone chip. Been there a while, been treated so it doesn't rust. There's one just up on the roof there. Generally, it's very good. It's very straight. There's nothing horrific. There's just like little tiny car park dents and small scratches. It hasn't been detailed in a while, and that does make a big difference to hiding some of the smaller scratches. There's also one here, a little dink here. Overall, not terrible, and I'm pretty fussy when it comes to those kind of things. Reversing camera, ridiculously bright reversing lights. It just makes it so easy to reverse. It's like daytime as soon as you flick it into reverse, and with the cameras up top there, I'll show you where the monitor is on the inside. It works very well. Steel press plates, aftermarket rear lights, LEDs, very bright. Everything works exactly how it should. I had the rear suspension bags replaced. Let's see if we can get under there. Can't really see from this angle. You can see the condition of the vehicle though while we're down here. In fact, I don't know if you can see down there, it's got two massive LPG tanks. I can't remember exactly how many litres it carries. I think it's something like 150. I'll double check and I'll put it on the listing details. But it gives you a massive range, and LPG is 50p a litre if you shop around for it. So it has a 5.7 small block Chevy 350. Runs great on petrol, runs great on LPG. Quite an expensive kit fitted. It was bought off a guy that had loads of American vehicles. They were all converted to LPG, and they were all on a fairly high-end system. So it means at 50p a litre, if you're doing, I don't even know what it does to the gallon, to be honest. Worst case scenario, it's doing maybe 15 to 20. You can almost double that based on the fuel savings. So it's not expensive to run at all. It's actually very practical. even the size of it, it fits in a normal car parking space just about. It was way more practical than we thought it was going to be, because of the size of it and everything else, and the running cost is really cheap to insure because you can get it on classic insurance, even though it's got that many seats. So there's 2 captain chairs in the front, 2 captain chairs in the kind of middle, 3 belted seats at the back there, loads of overhead storage. I kind of don't want to step in because it's so clean in here. TV, works, DVD player, overhead storage, loads of paperwork in there, absolutely tons of history and everything else. More storage over there, similar at the back. Now, I'll go on to talk about what comes with it in a second. Just going to start it up while we're in here. It has an aftermarket stereo which I've fitted, which is one of the only single DIN Apple CarPlay units available. They're 500 quid, just because Pioneer with the something like that, because GMC size is like 1.5, so I had to buy this from America to get it fitted, to get it looking proper. I didn't want to bodge it in there. So it has, as soon as you link your phone up through the lightning connector, it has Apple CarPlay for you, so you can use all your satellite navigation, everything else. Aircon probably needs a regas. I never use it. I never use aircon anyway. I'm not a fan of it. It doesn't blow ice cold, but it's always been cold enough with the blowers anyway. Might be something you want to look at. Obviously the best feature. 2 keys. Mileage is 210,000. I've seen them in the States with 400, 500k on them with the same engine and gearbox. So as long as it's been looked after, which this has been, it's got years and years and decades of service left in it. This is the reversing camera I was talking about. You just flick it on. It's also reflective, so it works very well as a rear view mirror. All the control for the mood lighting, which you're not really gonna, oh, you can see it, is off there. Reading lights. Just talk about stereo while I'm here. Sorry, I'm a bit kind of back and forth. It's got the Pioneer head unit. I replaced the speakers in the doors for, I think they're Pioneer again, 15 centimeters. It has an amp fitted under the seats, can't really see it, and a sub under there. The stereo system is exceptional. It's very, very good. It's not over the top. It's got Alpine, I think they're 4x7. They're a weird size, replaced in the back. But overall, you can listen to whatever you want to listen to, and the stereo is going to do what you ask of it. Electric folding bed. I'm not going to fold it all the way down, but that folds down flat. Very comfortable. We've been absolutely all over in this van. We've been to Scotland, we've been to Wales, we've been surfing, we've been walking, whatever. We've gone miles and miles and miles. It's never ever let us down. It's always very comfortable. I've driven it for kind of 10, 11, 12 hours. No complaints because it's so comfortable. Now the listing will tell you everything this van's going to come with, but it's pretty much ready to go with the awning, with the kitchen, with the tables, with the gas, everything, the cooker, the little kitchen unit. Everything's already stored in this van, packed away under here. There is a picture of all the kit that comes with it, electric hookup, kettles, everything. The reason I'm doing that is because I bought a 1979, I think, or 75 Airstream motorhome that I'm building at the moment, which has absolutely everything in it. So there's no point holding on to that. What I wanted to do is sell this with all the bits that we carefully researched for it. All the best bits and pieces for the kitchen, the awning that fits perfect, the inflatable, everything else. I wanted to sell that with it because it's such a good setup. So instead of somebody buying it and then having to source everything, you can literally buy this van and go camping tomorrow, and it'll have everything in there. Everything's been cleaned, everything's always kept in good condition. I'll include all of what comes with it. I think that's pretty much it. there's lots of little bits and pieces like these little rechargeable magnetic lights that I fitted because the controls are up there for the mood lighting. Little remote is stuck there, so when the bed's folded down and you're using it as a bed, you can flick the lights on, which is perfect. Lots of bits and pieces like that. In terms of, I haven't really mentioned it, but in terms of it kind of running and driving, it's spot on. The reason I haven't mentioned it is because there's nothing to mention. The brakes are very good. It's got a new MOT on it. It's not difficult to, some American stuff that I've driven in the past is you look like you're doing a lap of Silverstone when you're going in a straight line just because there's so much play in the steering, but it's not like that with this. It's spot on. Obviously any test drives are welcome. The small block Chevy that's in it is powerful. I'm fairly sure it's 250 brake as standard. It's got a couple of bits and pieces fitted, a cold air intake, slightly different exhaust, which sounds so good. It's not even too loud. It's running now, and you can't really hear it ticking over. It's just kind of ticking over in the background there. It's a 3-inch single. Sounds very nice. So if there's any questions, anything like that, just click on the eBay link that I'll put. Obviously this video will go on YouTube. I'll put the eBay link in the YouTube info, and I'll also put the YouTube link in the eBay info, so it can all be found. If there's any questions, just let me know.